네, 안녕하세요. 오늘은 그 트리 오브 세이비어를 해볼까 하다가 근데 점검이라고 하네요. 그래가지고 그동안 좀 봐두었던 그 추리 게임이라고 한 듯 들었어요. 탱글 타워라는 게임 한번 해보려고 합니다. 음, 네, 요런 게임이고 글쎄요, 플레이 시간은 길지 안 길지 잘 모르겠네요. 가지고 한번 처음부터 해보려고 해요. 탱글타워 오후 중반. 호수 가장자리. 요 친구를 누르라는 것 같아요. 준비됐어, 셀리? 요 친구가 이제 저 플레이어인 것 같아요. 7분 30초째. 그냥 이제 세워둔 건 좀 너무하긴 했는데, 그거를 또 초 단위로 세는 것도 참 대단하네요. 매분이님. 아직 모르겠어. 정보가 많진 않아. 물론 난 안 읽었죠. 사건 현장으로. 네, 읽어봅시다. 사건 8. 프레아 펠로우 19세. 플로라 펠로우의 나이 봐서는 아버지는 아니고 할아버지 뻘일 것 같아요. 아니네, 플로라니까 할머니일 수도 있겠네요. 초상화를 그린 도중 사망. 장소는 플로라의 탑이고, 그 현장에서 초상화 모델로 포즈를 취하고 있었고, 레아는 등을 바닥에 대고 쓰러진 지 발견됐으며, 가슴에 하나의 자상을 입은 상태였고, 프레아가 끝내지 못한 그림 속 주인공은 칼을 들고 있었고, 칼끝의 빨간색은 피고, 뱅글타워, 펠로우 가문과 포인터 가문. 보통 저렇게 탑이 있으면 한 가문만 그 거주를 하는 게 보통인데, 여기는 특이하네요. 갓 섬에 있는 타워인데 두 가문이 거주를 하고 있고요. 일단은 지금 볼 수 있는 거는 요 정도인 것 같네요. 요렇게 해서 잘 위치를 이동하는 거군요. 정원. 요렇게. 자세히 볼까요? 이 퍼즐인데 지금 뭐 단서가 없으니까 넘어갈게요. 나는 따로 기록을 해두는 것 같아요. 굉장히 그 드래곤들이 많이 나오네요. 여기서는 뭐 얻을 수 있는 게 없을 것 같고, 다음 장소로 넘어가겠습니다. 정문. 5가 빠져 있네요. tower. R이라고 돼 있는 거 보니까 뭔가 그냥 단순하게 집지키라고 이제 만든 그런 건 아닌 것 같고. 여기 뭔가 편지가 있네요.
It's been opened. Let's read it.
Isn't that an
Oh,
idea?
definitely.
뜯어본 편지. 조합은 다른 종이 있습니다. 조합을 외운 뒤에 이 종이를 없애십시오. 당신의 사고에는 동의할 수 없습니다. 그것은 밑에서 찾을 수 없을 겁니다. 근데 조합이
Ah, there's a heart. I didn't know people.
PPFF.
PPFF. 아까 그 가문이 두 가지 가문이 있다고 그랬죠. 두 가문이 있다고 그랬는데 프레아펠로랑 어쩌면 상대 가문의 누군가랑 연인 사이였을 수 있겠다는 생각이 드네요. 지금 여기서는 뭐 더 없을 것 같고 종을 울려볼게요.
Should we ring the door?
Why would we not? It's a little melody. Don't think it's locked.
No, that means we can
I'm
just.
pretty sure that's the door we got.
문은 열려 있고 지금 여기랑 여기 있는데 일단 스토리 따라서 가볼게요. 아이고.
What is
I
that?
think it's a family
이거는
tree.
가게도고요. 그 가문이 인척 관계네요. 안녕하세요. 네, 가지고 이 피오나 펠로가 이제 두 가문 사이에서 나왔고, 요 포피 포인터 이 사람이랑 왠지 이 피오나 펠로랑 연인이 아니었을까 싶네요. 네, 영어가 되게 많죠. 그래도 한글 번역이 좀 돼 있어가지고 좀 나은 것 같더라고요.
It's a big glass tube filled with.
가운데 특이하게 유리관이 있네요, 집에서.
Paints in there. And sand.
It's an aquarium.
Could be. Except there's nothing living in it.
네, 퍼즐 게임입니다. 일단은 추리 게임 미라고 해가지고 그래가지고 한번 해보게 됐어요. 일단은 피오나 펠로라는 사람이 여기서 초상화를 그리다 죽었다고 했는데 한번 현장을 보겠습니다.
Let's take a look at that painting first. There it is.
요 그림을 그리다가 죽었다고 하는데요.
Unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what?
Freya는-
Halfway through painting it.
네, 피해자가 그리고 있던 그림이고, 요 지금 바람을 쐬고 있는 요 플로라의 그림을 그리다가 죽었다고 합니다.
Looks that way.
네, 여기서는 요 초상화에서는 이렇게 칼을 들고 있네요.
I wonder if all of Freya's paintings are this creepy. Maybe it's just because she never got to finish it.
There's something wrong with the crime scene, and something really weird about the murder weapon.
We didn't find a murder weapon.
네. 네, 지금 영어라서 이 어순이 우리랑은 좀 안 맞네요. 훔치진 않았고, 그렇죠. 이거는 프레야가 그런데 수상한 점이니까 또 이거는 아닐 것 같고, 빨간 물감. 그것은 빨간 물감이 사라지진 않았고, 그것을 훔쳐이지도 않아 찔렸기 때문이다. 먹을 것이기 때문이다. 요거가 그나마 좀 맞을 것 같은데 한번 맞는지 한번 해보죠.
Blood is holding a knife tipped with Freya fellow because it stabbed Freya. Nope.
이거는 아니네요. 그림이 프레야를 공격한 것과 어떤 연관이 있는가? 기절도 아니고 덮은 건 아니고 살인에 사용된 것도 아니고 숨겨진 것. 이건가? 이게 영어를 완전 직역한 느낌이라. 네, 프레야가 피해자고
Freya. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
하나만, 그러니까 반은 맞았다는 거네요. 아, 플로라의 초상화가 들고 있다고 바꿔볼까요? 일단은 요 할머니인 플로라는 우리가 봤을 때는 칼을 안 들고 있었으니까 한번 초상화로 바꿔볼게요. 맞았네요.
Holding a knife tipped with blood because it stabbed Freya.
What?
Weird, huh?
You think Freya was stabbed by a painting? Not by the woman from the painting,
네,
but by the painting
이게
itself.
판타지 요소는
Freya was
없다고
stabbed
들었는데
when she was killed.
그림이 살해하지는 않았을 것
It's the murder
같아요.
weapon.
Right, but it's not actually a knife. It can't stab.
See any other knives around here?
좀 상상력이 풍부한 친구네요.
And even if you were right, where does that leave us? A painting can't be a murder suspect.
예, 이제 좀 본격적으로 해리포터에서는 또 그림이 움직이긴 하죠. 그래가지고 그 해리포터 호그와트 레거시에서 진짜로 그 움직이는 그림이 있는 그 기숙사를 이제 돌아다닐 때 진짜 좀 굉장히 좋더라고요. 나중에 그런 VR도 나오면 되게 좋을 것 같아요. 네, 일단은 용의자일 가능성이 높은 플로라 펠로우께 말을 한번 걸어보겠습니다.
Hey, sorry.
최소
Virgin.
목격이라도
I should
했겠죠.
still in some distress.
We need to ask you a few questions, I'm afraid.
Did you
예,
witness
좀
the
목이 많이
murder?
기시네요.
Nothing. What do we do?
Not sure. She's entitled to her silence, I suppose.
For now,
이 상태에서 묵비권을 하면 좀 불리할 텐데. 요거는 약간 역전재판이랑 좀 비슷한 느낌이네요. 요 선택지는.
is there anything you'd like to tell us, Flora? I don't really know anything about you.
말이
I
전혀
think that's what she
없으시네요.
likes it. We'll just have to ask other people about her.
Yeah, okay.
원래 말이 없으신 분인지
Freya was painting
아니면
your portrait yesterday. Is that right?
그냥 이제 묵비권을 행사하는
Was
건지.
this something you had planned with her ahead of time?
Was there something special about yesterday?
Did you talk to Freya at all while she was painting you?
굉장히 저희가 질문을
She's
많이
not providing
하는데
answers, is she?
한마디도 안
But
하네요.
at least we can say we tried.
그 용의자로 몰리신 분은 이제 자신한테 불리한 진술을 이제 침묵으로 안 할 권리가 있죠. 묵비권이라고.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time.
일단은 저희는 그
Surely
형사는
you've seen
아니고
something?
탐정이긴 한데
Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya?
완전히 침묵을
She's acting pretty
네,
suspicious.
제일
if you ask
좀
me.
I don't know.
수상하죠.
Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
일단은 이분한테서 지금 얻을 수 있는 건 전혀 없는 것 같아요.
Supposedly, Freya was working on the painting when she was killed. Looks like she was still holding her paintbrush and palette when she fell.
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
빨간색 극을 칠하고 있다가 살해당한 것 같아요.
Supposedly, Freya looks like
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
요 팔레트는 동일하게 나오는 것 같고
Is that an egg?
요 집안에서는 굉장히 좀 드래곤과 관련된 그런 장식물들이 많네요.
With bird feet.
이것도 뭔가
it's also covered in gems.
드래곤 알처럼 생겼고요.
I think it's a container for something.
Those gems look like they come off.
요거는 그냥 맞추는 퍼즐인 것 같아요. 그냥 요 선이랑 맞게 하면 되겠죠?
Nope.
Did you check? I'm pretty sure it
아,
explains.
알 뒤쪽에 단서가 있대요. 아, 이거랑 똑같이 하는 거군요. 기억력은 별로 안 좋은데. 좀 자주 돌릴게요. 미묘하게 다른 것 같은데. 그죠? 여기 뒤에 그림이랑 좀 미묘하게 딱 들어맞진 않은 것 같아요. 가지고 그냥 여기에 보이는 순서대로 하면 안 되는 것 같기도 하고요. 아닌가? 그러네요. 이게 그냥 요 선 보고 똑같이 해야 되는 것 같아요. 아, 차라리 진짜 힘으로 열었으면 좋겠네요. 그럼 일단은 얘는 요건 것 같고요. 이쪽 오른쪽이 보라 노라. 아, 요렇게 여긴 것 같고요. 이거는 맞고, 그 다음에 이렇게 꺾여진 게 노랑이고 빨강이네요. 그래도 요게 시간 제한은 없어가지고 그나마 좀 나은 것 같아요. 시간 제한까지 있으면 아무래도 좀 네, 피곤하잖아요. 맞는 것 같아요.
I guess that's
What's
wrong.
the deal with those? Must mean something.
틀린 게 있나 보네요. 어디가 틀렸을까? 아, 제가 너무 휙휙 돌리죠. 아, 죄송합니다. 아, 여기가 좀 바뀐 것 같아요.
Nothing.
Each line connects the exact
아니네.
same, just rearranged. And
아, 퍼즐 자체가요. 진짜 좀 아무래도 퍼즐이 좀 그렇죠. 아, 요것도 이게 바뀌었네요.
No, that was it.
맞았다.
nice work.
이게 선 모양이랑 그 똑같이 된 거를 찾아가지고 해야 돼가지고 어떻게 보면 좀 기억력 문제였네요. 아, 네, 감사합니다.
Did it unlock?
과연 단서가 있을지.
Nothing.
Nothing.
아, 기껏 퍼즐을 풀었는데 반응이 아무것도 없다고?
I'm not leaving without a clue. An empty egg is a clue, right?
그냥 아무것도 없었네요. 그냥 속이 빈 거네.
So,
네, 이렇게 열심히 풀었는데 진짜 허무하네요.
except it's got a tape deck instead of a turntable.
It's also got a
턴테이블.
big crack down the middle.
LP가 아니네요. 근데 그게 충격을 크게 받았는지 그 의미가 있네요.
What about the cassette tape?
그런 거 같아요. 그래가지고 저거가 뭔가 중요한 거여가지고 저거 안에 가지고 있던 거를 가진 사람이 범인이라든지 그런 거 아닐까 싶기도 하고요.
Thanks.
투프레야. 누군가 선물로 준 그 테이프인 것 같아요.
Do you think it still works?
The gramophone? Yeah, we could give it a go.
한번 틀어보죠. 그냥 연주곡이네요.
Piano music.
누군가가 프레야에게 선물로 준 것 같아요. 이 테이프 늘어지는 효과도 되게 좀 잘 넣은 것 같네요. 근데 뭔가 녹음되거나 한 거는 안 보이네요.
Freya's painting supplies.
미술용품이고 빨간색을 상당히 많이 썼네요. 그리고 요것도 뭔가 금이 간 게 특징인데 지금 이 축원기가 금이 간 거랑 뭔가 관련이 있을까요?
Freya's painting supplies.
이거는 아까랑 동일한 거고 초상화.
There it is. The unfinished.
So, what?
Looks that way.
왜 이분이 칼을 또 들고 있을지. 안전으로 또 저게 칼이 아닐 수도 있겠다 싶기도 하고요. 팔레트에 없는 색.
Supposedly,
Didn't even get a chance to clean her brush.
이게 보니까 색을 이것저것 조합을 많이 해서 이게 없는 색이 꽤 많네요. 요런 갈색 같은 경우는 없었고, 요 녹색도 요런 색은 없었던 것 같고요. 하얀색도 요런 하얀색은 없었던 것 같고, 그다음에 뭘까? 네, 여기는 요 삼원색이랑 그 검은색이랑 흰색 이렇게 있는 거 보니까 있고, 뭐야, 아주 꺼졌네. 여기는 막 녹색도 있고 갈색 해가지고 저 색들 조합 섞어가지고 색들을 많이 냈나봐요. 저기 색이 그대로 쓰인 거는 요 흰색, 빨간색, 노란색 정도인 것 같네요. 일단은 여기서는 지금은 얻을 수 있는 게 이 정도인 것 같으니까 일단은 다른 장소들로 한번 가볼게요. 한번 요 건너편을 가볼까요? 요 사람이면 요 망원경으로 보지 않았을까 싶기도 하네요. 한번 이 사람한테
Listen. Do you hear them? The stars.
무슨 낮에
Whispering. So quiet.
저 망원경으로는 낮에는 별 안 보일 텐데.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern
되게
themselves with
여주인공이
such
좀
insignificant
시니컬한
things.
그런
We are
성격이네요.
but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could the speck of dust start by telling me his name?
뭔지
You find
입장했어.
yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one
허시발 포인터
Professor Pointer.
교수군요.
Seems
지금
like this
보니까
one belongs to the
헤어스타일이
Pointers, and
책이네요.
the other one belongs to the fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality as it happens.
이중성.
Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
네, 그러게요. 이분은 좀 되게 말이 많으시네요. 한번 뭐 하는 사람인지 자세히 한번 들어보겠습니다.
Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of
그
Royal
포인터가의
Family.
가주인
Father,
거네요.
my precious Poppy.
And
퍼피가
Oh,
딸이군요.
no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
굉장히 좀 잘 나가는 작가라는 것 같아요.
you must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of
수입이
stable
없고
financial return. Nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
그런 금전적인 문제를 좀 겪고 있을까요? 아무래도 이렇게 큰 탑을 소유하고 있으면 들어가는 돈도 꽤 많을 텐데 안정적인 수입이 없다고 하면 조금 의심이 가네요.
With blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the
정원
gardens.
근처를
Fresh air does wonders for the
산책하고
mind.
있었다.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together.
페네로프랑
I didn't know them, of course.
피츠.
I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and
그래서
buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
오후에는
Did you use your
연구.
telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
목격을 했을 수도
No
있겠다
actual
싶고.
discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the fell tower later that evening.
그 말은 망원경으로 봤다는 거네요. 그 말을 하기 위해서 이렇게 참 TMI를 많이
I
발설하셨네.
was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the
망원경으로 보진 않았나 보네요.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
탐정?
She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
그러니까 저 말고 다른 탐정이 또 있나 봐요.
Quiet. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona.
목격을 한 거는 아니네요.
Both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz
그러면
they both looked
제일 발견자는 아니고
Felix
요
arrived
두
shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some
피오나랑 포피 이 두 분이 좀 첫 목격자일 수 있겠다 싶네요.
went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is
가문 간의 그거는
I'm quite sure they don't need
전혀
in the way at a time like
터치를 안 하는 굉장히 좀 이웃인데도 굉장히 좀 칼같이 나눠지는 그런 게 있나 봐요.
It was tidier than my desk. The notebook is
So,
untouched.
even the most well-used notebooks don't.
여기는 뭐가 없을 것 같고 한번 말이 나왔던 그 피오나? 퍼피? 그 친구한테 한번 가볼게요. 아, 여기는 그 피해자의 방이네요.
That painting is really
굉장히 좀 그림을 특이하게 그리는
Over your bed like that.
Maybe Freya enjoyed the atmosphere.
사람이네요.
Atmosphere of chaos and oppression.
Hang on. There's a smaller version down by the
It's
floor.
a photograph.
왜 그림을 또 굳이 사진으로 찍었을까요?
It's a
I
fish.
think it looks more like a whale.
Fine. It's
Could also be a shark.
여기는
a little glass
I
box.
think it's
뭐가
probably a-
없네요.
See the leaves
진짜
would have been for keeping insects.
굉장히 그림만 그리면 살았나 봐요. 굉장히 뭐 심플하네요. 프레야의 방이고 여기를 한번 가볼까요? 아, 여기가 아까 그 남자를 이제 위로 끌고 갔다는 그분의 방인 것 같... 아, 서재네.
Curious. I would expect bacteria of that nature to thrive in these conditions.
이분은 또
Excuse me.
All
과학자네요.
environmental factors into account, there must be something I'm still missing.
May I talk to you, Miss?
She knows we're here. She just doesn't care.
I am a detective, and I need to talk.
Correction. You do not need to talk to me.
없다고 단정짓네요.
Because I am not a suspect. I am completely innocent of any and all crimes.
Thanks for letting me know.
Speaking of which, you have now been at Tangle Tower for over 23 minutes. Surely you have already reached a sturdy hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
생각보다 시간이 별로 안 지났다는 설정이네요.
Yeah, come on, Grimoire, hurry up.
My apologies. Unfortunately, protocol dictates I must at least meet all the suspects. And that includes you. So, could you tell me your name?
Fifi Fellow, microbiologist, inventor, innovator.
여기 분들은 다들 뭔가 자신감이 넘치시네요. 네, 눈인 것 같아요. 이게 지금 안경인 것 같죠? 이렇게 머리에 뒤집어 쓴 게 참 개성이 강한 분이네요.
You will need to be more specific. One's self cannot be summarized in a single response without doing one a great disservice.
So true.
Well, first of all, you're a fellow. So does that make you the daughter of...
Correct. My father and mother are named Flora and Felix, but you need not question either of them.
다 F로
or waste
시작하네요.
valuable time. Neither of them are capable of murder.
Thanks for the tip.
Fifi, you said you were a micro
왜
something or other.
그 살인할 수 없는 사람이라고
But it is an insignificant
단정을
label.
짓는 걸까요?
My studies cannot be categorized in any one recognized field.
What made you want to become a scientist in the first place?
I harbor an intrinsic fascination with the microscopic. I constructed my first one at age 10.
Constructed a
현미경을
microscope?
직접 좀
And what's that thing on your head?
천재에
You make that
속하는
too?
My
사람인가
eyesight
봐요.
began to deteriorate when I turned 12. Not satisfied with the eyeglasses prescribed to me, I designed this custom lens instead. It automatically adjusts based on the surrounding light conditions.
Does it glow red when you get angry?
No, but that would be most amusing.
본인이 제작한 안경이군요. 참, 네, 개성이 참 강하다 싶으면서 좀
What can
특이하네요.
you tell me about the murder?
What can you tell me about?
근데
That's what
지금
I
보니까 옷이
ask you.
Yes.
귀여운
However,
거네요.
you were too slow.
You
그렇게 좀
fancy
부유하지는
yourself
않은가
detective
봐요.
too, Fifi?
I just need to know what happened.
Me too. So talk.
Fine. I knew ahead of time that Freya was going to be busy with her painting all day, so I had planned to spend the afternoon with Poppy. I was in the library all morning.
퍼피랑
preparing the
아까 같이
equipment for
있었다
an
그랬죠.
experiment, only to find out that Poppy had made other plans, and she was in fact planning to ignore me completely.
Oh.
So what did you do instead?
아, 이
I locked
친구가
myself in my
아닌가?
room and cried.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
I don't know, it just sounds kind of sad.
It is not unusual.
Oh. Good.
I went to my
진술.
room. The lights were off and the door was locked. Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me. I opened the door. Poppy came into my room.
퍼피랑 아까 같이 있다 그런 게 맞았죠. 네. 아, 이 사람이 알려준 거군요.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face. She insisted that we go up
아,
to Flora's
좀
tower. We
다툼이
left the room,
있었군요.
and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs. When I saw Freya lying on the floor, I was completely and utterly devastated. Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting. Poppy and I took the sample back downstairs to the library. We performed a test and found out that it was, in fact.
아, 그 빨간 물감이 필이라는
Performed that
거를
scientific test
이
immediately,
친구가 알려준
even though
거군요.
you were feeling so upset?
알리바이가 네 있는 것
Why would one
같은데
affect the other?
일단은 또 범행 가능하기에는 조금 시간이 부족해 보이긴 하네요. 이 친구는 원한도 없어 보이고.
Fifi's bedroom should be unlocked now.
Can't wait.
한번 이 친구의 침실로 가보겠습니다. 아까 프레야랑 다르게 굉장히 좀 어수선한 집 방이네요.
What's that big book on the desk?
Looks like something Fifi's been
Is it
writing.
a clue?
I hope not. It's just a bunch of notes about her microbiology.
Stuff Fifi's.
You gonna rummage through the trunk?
No.
I give it 5 minutes before you're in there.
뭐가 많긴 한데
Scientific formulas. Probably. I'll openly admit I have no idea.
단서가
Ornate
We're supposed to be looking for
될 만한 거는
simple trick, but it really Fifi's got something.
What is all this?
아, 요거가 좀 단서가 될 뭔가 가족 관계? 뭔가의 관계를 그린 것 같은 그런 그림이네요.
Who is that?
No idea. Who's that?
Not sure.
That's you, Sally.
What? I do not look like, do I?
헤어스타일이 그 셀리랑 비슷하긴 한데 아, 우리를 그려놓은 거네요.
That's just the face you make. Does make you wonder though. When did Fifi?
어떻게 주인공들을 알고 또 그려놨을까요? 그림을.
Looks like Professor Pointer. That's gotta be Flora. Who's that?
Not sure.
파트너? 커플?
No idea.
일단은
Who is isn't
Freya?
it? Mm-hmm.
아, 그러네요. 프레야랑 PP가 없네. 그것도 뭔가 의미가 있겠죠. 네, 맞아요. 피해자가 없죠. 한번 이쪽에 윗방을 한번 글쎄요. 용의자를 찾는 걸 수도 있고 아니면 뭔가 이 집안에 비밀 같은 게 있을 수도 있겠다 싶기도 하고요.
Sir,
아버지인가?
can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
펠릭스 펠로.
And this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's
요 집안이 다 FF로 되는 게 좀
If you would, Mr. Fellow,
특이하네요,
we even
집안.
ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh, yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries and
이분은 뭔가 탐험을 하고 싶은 그런 사람인가 봐요.
secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
다들 뭔가에 미쳐있는 사람들이네.
Speaking, that sort of thing.
아까 그 친구는 그 PP는 과학에 미쳐 있었고 그 피해자 같은 경우는 뭔가 그림에 푹 빠져 있었던 것 같고요. 그리고 그 포인터 교수는 천문학에 빠져 있고 이분은 뭔가 탐험에 굉장히 푹 빠져 있는 것 같아요.
So, Felix, what exactly do you do?
Is it not obvious?
그러네요. 역시 탐험가네요.
Explorer slash treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curved statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're
그것보다
And,
복잡한
if I may ask, when did you retire?
asking. You listen here. I may be between ventures right now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place.
뭔가 가정에는 충실하지 않은
Wherever the winds of destiny.
그런 아버지였던 것
Live with your
같아요.
wife and daughter.
Yes, well, the fellow family has certain loyalties, and with Flora the way she is,
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
본인 그 취미랑 상관없이 일단은 가족을 아끼고 있다라는 어필을 좀 하고
Why on
있네요.
earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow. The reason we're here.
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any
증언을 거부를 하네요.
all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix.
걔도 증언을 안 들어볼 순 없죠.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on Flora's, working on a project.
진행 중인
Your
프로젝트.
room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
뭔가를 들은 게 있는 것
It was
같으네요.
dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right, fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
방
The
밖에서
footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way.
두 명이
This time I could tell
내려갔고
just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below.
아까 그 PP한테 그 상황을 알려준 PP가 다급하게 내려가는 소리를 들었다고
I
하고,
know those two are close.
그 전에
I looked
수상한 그 걸음걸이가
just
있었던
in case,
거네요.
but it was empty, as was the garden beyond
네,
this
두
room.
사람이
Back in the
지나갔네요.
hallway, I bumped into a
하늘
very
높에.
concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I
저
saw
둘은 나중에
went to
그
Flora's
들어왔다고
room.
했죠.
Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Pitts, and Pointer were there already. Flora too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
그 플로라가 부인이군요. 그 목 긴 분이 부인인 것 같아요.
Nice.
How do you know this?
Why else? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly.
이거는 또 퍼즐인 것 같네요.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
I'm not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
요 지금 그림이 좌표가 어딘지를 지금 찾으라는 것 같아요. 여기가 그나마 좀 비슷하지 않나요? 지금 제 마우스가 보이나요? 그저 얘랑 용이랑 산이 있고 그 앞에 X가 있으니까. 근데 나무가 멀리 보이긴 하네요. 그러면 새요? 요 새. 그러네. 여기 또 새가 있네. 그러면 이게 꼭 위쪽 방향일 필요는 또 없는 거군요. 이게 남쪽으로 이렇게 보거나 아래쪽으로 보거나 왼쪽이나 오른쪽으로 보거나 또 그럴 수도 있는 거네요. 그러면 요건 맞을까요? 이쪽에서 본 거죠. 서쪽 방향으로. 그런데 그러면 나무보다 새가 더 가까이 보여야 되는데. 한번 도전을 해볼까요? W6H W H 6.
There we go.
오, 맞았네요.
Perfect.
과연 뭐가 들어있을지.
Box.
More wooden models.
나무
These are a little
조각상들.
different to the one on the desk.
빨간 물감. 이 약간 그 프레야가 만든 것 같지 않나요? 이건? 이 목 긴 거는 그 아까 그 피오나? 플로라? 그 사람인 것 같고, 어렸을 때 만들어 준 것 같은 그런 것 같아요. 가족을 형상화한 것 같고. 일단은 피해자랑 깊은 관계였다라는 건 알겠네요. 나중에 뭔가 이것도 단서가 되지 않을까 싶습니다.
I've never seen a barometer that wasn't.
빨간색이 있었죠.
We already solved it.
빨간색. 그러네요. 빨간색. 이거랑 뭔가 관련이 있지 않을까 싶기도 하네요. 빨간 문지. 일단은 지금은 좀 단서가 부족한 것 같으니까 좀 더 돌아다녀 보자. 그래서 요쪽에 정원? 호수? 아, 광장이군요.
Whoa, nice name.
뭔가 이 사람도
Nameless
좀
or pointers. I'm sure I shall immediately regret asking. But who are you, and what is your business
좀
here?
수상해 보이네요, 이
This is
사람도.
my sidekick, Grimoire.
A private detective, Grimoire.
Really? You're a detective. If this is a joke, it's not a good one.
다짜고짜
Who
무시하네요.
are you anyway?
Private
네,
detective
칼
Polish.
그림이 아니라 새일 수도 있겠다 싶긴 하네요.
Polish has a cooler name than Grimoire.
이 사람도 탐정이라고 합니다.
You're not on the Freya fellow case, too, are you?
That is classified information between myself and my client. Clearly, this is something which eludes you.
아까
Real
증언을
detective refrains
보면
from handing out informations to persons unknown.
Oh, right.
Now, if you
아까
will
증언을 보면 이 사람은 약간 요 사건 전부터 좀 상주해 있던 탐정이었던 것 같아요. 요 사건 때문에 온 것 같진 않고. 어떤 거를
It's not my
조사하고
interest to discuss personal details.
사람인지.
Even if you're one of the suspects in a murder?
Very well. Let us make a small exception. Ask.
Oh, what are you doing here?
I'm on a case at the behest of my
사건?
client.
How long have you been at Tangle Tower?
133 hours. 5.5 days.
Who are you
꽤
working
오래
for?
I am
있었군요.
not at liberty to answer that. Now, I shall permit you one more question.
What crime are you...
How'd you get that scar? It's cool.
You really think so? As it happens, I completed an
플로라
examination
방
of Flora's
조사를
room on the
마친
morning before the
참이었습니다.
murder. I've been investigating every single room at Tangle Tower. Hers is one of the last on my list.
Did you find anything unusual?
Nothing but a thin layer of dust in an atmosphere of somber.
이 사람이 조사하던 사건이 과연 뭘지.
She spent the duration of my search staring up at the sky, out the open window. Didn't say a word, although I'm told this is the expected behavior.
What did you do after that?
I spent the early evening searching the library. It took longer than it should have. Fiona leaves that room in a permanent state of disarray.
Fiona was in the library too.
I expected her to make an appearance, but she did not.
And you stayed in the library the rest of the day?
Not quite.
진술을 한번 들어보죠.
Towards the early evening, my examination of the library was unexpectedly disrupted. Sounds of running, wailing, shouting from several floors above.
서재에
I
혼자
vacated the
있다가
library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer
마주쳤다고 그랬죠.
emerged from the pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. Our eyes met. He was breathless. Something had caused him great alarm. He told me
불안해했다.
to stay out of the way. I consented. I decided to return to my office in the stone square. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. She was clutching the banister of the Pointer staircase with an apprehensive manner. She wished to know where Professor Pointer had gone. I told her what had transpired. Then, she too crossed the hall and disappeared up the fellow staircase.
포인터 교수의 말에서는 전혀 이제 불안함을 느낄 만한 요소가 없었는데
I took my leave.
요 탐정이 봤을 때는 굉장히 불안해하면서 올라갔다라고 또
There
하네요.
were no signs of human life.
모든 걸 다 이야기 안 했다는 말이겠죠.
Typical inhabitant. I noted that he too must be entangled in whatever was transpiring in Fellow Tower. An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener he spoke to me of what had occurred.
아까 그 현장에 있었다고 했던 사람 중 하나군요.
Did he seem upset?
He was rattled. That much was clear.
네, 같이 봐주셔서 감사합니다.
Mournful.
네,
I cannot say.
네, 다음에 또 뵐 수 있었으면 좋겠네요. 네, 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 네, 팔로우 감사합니다. 생활 콘텐츠님 팔로우 감사합니다. 네, 그러면 이제 석조 광장 옆에 여긴 사무실인 것 같고, 이 포인터가를 좀 뒤져보겠습니다. 이분은 또 새처럼 하고 계시는 분이네요.
My little writing desk.
There's nothing written in the book, although someone's. Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
책이 뭔가 찢겨져 있다고 하고요.
Wow, judgmental.
I feel like I'm standing in a giant book.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
머리색을 이야기하는 것 같아요.
Which shade do you use? It's lovely.
새를 좋아할 뿐만 아니라
Really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks.
굉장히 좀 예술적인 그런 것들을 좀 많이 선호하는 것 같아요.
To be brightly colored, we prefer to blend into the background.
Oh, you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
페니
Is that
포인터.
short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
Sure. Yeah.
하고 일단은 소개를 한번 들어보겠습니다.
Love to travel, and nearly all of my friends.
포인터가는 전체적으로 좀
Where to?
TMI가 많네요.
Anywhere at all, as long as it has species worth.
조류학자인가봐요, 이
Biology, they
사람은.
call it. The
그러네요.
only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you
포인터
talking
교수?
about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé.
아, 피츠.
He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitzfellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the fellow.
뭔가라고 하지 않았나요, 피츠?
I'm not especially interested in whatever TV feuding goes on between our two
일단은
families.
불화가 있다고
I find it
하네요.
much easier to stay out of it altogether. I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves.
피츠는 또 다른 사람인가 보군요.
Rather miserable.
일단은 그 어제 관련해가지고 좀 들어보죠.
He's always there. Crack of dawn, every morning like clockwork.
How come?
It's where he's happiest. That and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it.
피츠가 그 정원사 이야기인가 보네요.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
실제로는 진짜 많긴 하네요. 400마리.
And they often do. But I think they just like the company.
자기들끼리 먹을 정도면 그거는 좀 먹이가 많이 부족하다는 소리일 텐데 지금 보면 육식성 새는 없죠.
Sometime in the
자,
I
세
led
장을
the
떠나서
aviary, headed back towards my room.
저기가 방이
I
아니군요.
spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
삼촌이군요.
He was muttering something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
뭔가 불안해하고
Catch up
있었다.
with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my
공통적으로
path.
이야기가 나오네요.
For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too. Standing over in the
피츠가
corner
저
holding the
정원사군요.
puppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
여기서 얻을 수 있는 거는 요 정도인 것 같아요.
Now, like, right now?
페니 방을 한번 가보죠. 여기도 새가 있네요.
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novel. And
What?
this one appears to be
Nice.
방 구조는 약간 요렇게 다니고 그러면 저는 요런 구조 되게 좋아하거든요. 이제 실제로 뭐 유용성이라든지 뭐 청소하기 어렵다든지 뭐 이런 거랑 둘째치고 약간 요렇게 요것도 약간 복층 아닌 복층인데 복층 구조가 좀 약간 매력 있지 않나요? 물론 이제 복층이 사실 뭐 위에 쪽이 이제 다락화되는 경우도 되게 많고 좀 호불호가 많이 갈리긴 한데 저 같은 경우는 굉장히 또 좋아합니다. 복층 구조를. 그래가지고 약간 그 벙커형 침대라고 하죠. 그런 거를 해가지고 복층 구조를 한번 만들어 보고 싶다. 그런 것도 있었는데 그런 것도 결국에는 그 부지런한 사람이나 돼야 할 수가 있는 그런 거죠.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. Just feels out of place.
건강하다. 저는 얘가 그 고개를 숙이고 있길래 건강하진 않은 거라고 생각을 했는데
Penny's books. Mostly novels.
다시 이 친구 방에서는 뭐 찾은 게 없었던 것 같아서 요거 찾았구나. 음악실. 그 아까 포피 그 친구군요.
Are you a ghost?
Sally, that's rude.
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
그렇게 되네요.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer and a pianist.
We'll need to
이
ask you
사람은
a
또
few
음악에
questions
심취해
about Freya.
있는 그런 사람이군요.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
오랫동안 노력을 했군요.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellas.
헬로우가
You get on with the fellows?
Two of them. Fifi and Freya
아,
are my
피피랑
twin sisters.
프레야 그러니까
We both turned
피해자의
18 last year.
절친한 친구였군요.
Leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19,
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it.
박을
argue about it.
떠나고 싶다.
Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi, things are more complicated for her.
복잡한
What about
일들.
now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer.
음.
3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your
굉장히 오랫동안
and you
하네요.
practice in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the
옥상에
other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
좀 진술을 들어봐야 될 것 같네요.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon.
아, 요렇게 그 탑 사이에 있는
Lasted about
곳이군요.
3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal.
금속 조각에 드릴을 박는 것 같은
Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's
굉장히 좀
tower.
불쾌한
Tried to check. The door
소리였겠네요.
was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying.
밀실살인이네요. 그렇게 되면 밀실살인은 아니지. 일단 한 명이 플로라가 있었으니까.
I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
저 친구 중 하나가 죽었다는 말을 믿기는
My father was there too,
힘들죠.
for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright.
I
Poppy's
wonder what's in there.
그런데 지금까지 봐서는 전혀 그 원한 관계나 이런 게 형성이 전혀 안 돼 있는 것 같은데.
There's a name, you know. Sheet music.
It's only a few
Yeah,
notes.
it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
이거는 이제 뭔가 프레야가 그려졌을 것 같은 느낌이 좀 있네요. 저 음표도 뭔가 의미가 있을 것 같은데 지금은 알 수가 없으니까 넘어가겠습니다.
A little chart of. Actually, I have no idea what it's about.
이거는 그리스문 뭐 파이 오메가 뭐 이런 거 있는데 세타도 있는 거 발음
Not
기호인가?
a whole lot.
지금은 잘 모르겠고.
Sally, don't move. We're being.
Yeah, I see him.
이 친구가 정원사군요.
To hide in the bushes.
이 친구도 굉장히 조용한 친구네요.
Or shall we just stand around staring at each other?
Right.
Sorry.
That's better.
이 친구는 그래도 말을 하는
And the
사람이군요.
guy hiding behind me is Detective Grimoire. Who are you?
Fitzfellow, the gardener.
Mm-hmm. And why are you so tall?
I don't know.
You work here as the gardener.
I don't get paid to do it. It's just my area of interest.
What's the deal with the plants? They're all kinda weird.
Right. Did you see the lake?
That giant green and purple lake surrounding the entire house? Yeah, I clocked it.
The color is just a byproduct.
Of what? Poison?
It's not poisonous. Not to you.
What's this got to do with the plants?
The water controls all life, just like anywhere else on the planet. Clouds form, rain falls. The water grows the plants, animals eat the plants. Anything you've perceived as an irregularity is simply a result of this hydrological cycle.
Could you say that again, but like condense it as if you were talking to a slightly stupid person?
Our lake water causes the unpredictable
DNA
alteration of
변형.
DNA. Sometimes.
Alteration? Like mutation?
That'd be the official term. For us, it's normal. Just nature.
And you're the local expert on all this stuff?
No. I'm just the gardener. I was in my greenhouse, watering and weeding.
Sounds exciting.
Was anyone else around?
Not at first. Penelope came in with
방문을
She
했다고
likes
했죠.
looking at the
페넬로페가.
flowers, I think.
Did you speak to each other?
A little, not too much. We both left the greenhouse in the early afternoon. I went up to my room. Then I came back outside to weed the main gardens. Didn't see anyone else. After that, I went up to the garden outside my room.
And
Let me guess. Watering and weeding.
Right.
did anything happen to you yesterday, Fitz?
일단 진술을
I was up in the
들어보겠습니다.
rooftop garden. It was quiet. And then it wasn't. I can't describe it. Could have been a scream.
비명.
It didn't sound human. We thought it was coming from Flora's tower.
우리는 아까 그 포피랑 같이 있었다 그랬죠.
Poppy was with me. Did I not mention that? Flora's room was locked. That's normal. She usually locks it from the inside.
다들 문을 잠궈두네.
Nobody responded. We became concerned.
You kicked the door
아까
down?
그 피피도 그 자기 방 들어가면 꼭 문을 잠궈놓는다
Freya was
그랬죠.
right there, laying on her back. Flora was there too, but I barely noticed her at first. Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
증언에는 없었지만 저기 애니메이션에는 플로라가 마치 앉아 쓰러져 있는 것처럼 나왔네요.
Felix took charge. There was nothing else I could do to help. I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything. I found her pacing back and forth around the stone square. When I approached her, she snapped at me. I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she felt silent.
그런 사건이 있으면 뭐 다들 이해할 수밖에 없죠.
She was always kind. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working. Sometimes by herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
곤충.
Insects.
One of my jobs is to protect
곤충을
plants
기르고 있었던 게
from
맞나
things that might
보네요.
eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her,
그러게요.
but she was always kind. I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly
그래,
cause any additional
고통을
suffering for anyone.
펠릭스.
contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property.
돈,
But his ego
자산.
relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
피피랑 사이가 안 좋다. 지금까지 봐서는 그나마 펠릭스가 조금 의심스러운데 포인터
imagine you
교수랑.
don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds too, and insects.
호기심이 좀 많은
Clued up on
분이군요.
his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap
그러게요.
between
천문학
astronomy and
그건 줄
biology.
알았더니. 그러니까 뭔가 포인터 교수도 숨기는 게 있나 보네요.
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell. Poppy and I are
커피.
friends.
By that, dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants.
되게는
Unusual
특이한
flowers mostly.
꽃에.
I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
그러면 그 음악실에도 식물들이 좀 있었죠.
Penelope is my fiancée.
약혼자.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's, well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
관
Good. It's good.
점점점이 나온 거 봐서는 마냥 관계가 좋지는 않은 것
Have you met
같아요.
this guy, Fitz? Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally suspicious, if you ask.
That's,
Yeah, I was joking.
oh, I see.
Fitz's room is unlocked.
This could be interesting.
네, 한번 이 사람 방을 좀 뒤져보자. 굉장히 삭막하네요. 뭐 정원사고 그래서 좀 약간 식물이 가득한 방을 좀 생각을 했는데 이거는 거의
That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all. An empty glass.
Looking at it is
Why?
naked. I don't know.
방에
Hello.
아무것도
Doesn't need to be.
없다시피 하는데
It's a combination lock, sort of.
이거를 이렇게 연결을 하는 걸까요? 이게 돌릴 수도 없고 이게 분리도 안 되고 뭔가 딱 들어맞는 부분들이 좀 있긴 한데 그게 뭐 100%딱 들어맞진 또 않아가지고 이렇게 맞춰가지고 요 종이 조각들에 숨겨진 요 나뭇잎 모양이 어떤 거냐 그거를 얘기하는 것 같아요. 일단은 얘가 보이는 것 같고요. 뭐 이렇게인 것 같죠?
That's done it.
Neat. Anything in there?
Yeah, it's wrapped in a That's kind of obvious.
불길하다. PP랑 FF 모종삽 이거면 충분히 찌를 수 있을 것 같은데 이거는 그 현관 앞에 있던 그거랑 동일하죠. 그 낙서랑. 그걸 뭐 먹을까?
It's a little handmade. Inside it says
블리츠에게 PP가. 근데 저 PP가
Locked.
there must be some way.
누구를 얘기하는지는 좀 봐야 될 것 같아요.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rain?
birds seem-
They're even singing.
Please don't do that.
That's all the statements collected.
네,
Let's run
모든 용의자들한테 지금 진술은 받은
See if
상태죠.
anyone's been lying.
that too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside my
여기서 내려갔다는
Someone
소리가
was
안
banging on the
나오네.
door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me.
네, 잠깐 자리 비울게요. 금방 올게요. 네. 아침에 제가 죽을 먹었는데 살짝 좀 맛이 이상한데 싶었는데 좀 갈랑말랑했던 건가 봐요. 그래가지고 일단은 그 매실차를 타오고 물 끓는 사이에 그 짬을 이용해서 설거지도 밀린 설거지도 좀 하고 왔어요. 그래가지고 좀 시간이 걸렸네요. 죄송합니다. 네, 마저 한번 증언을 들어보죠.
I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but
왜
Fiona
펠릭스가 길을 막았을까요?
The hallway, I bumped into a very concerned looking Penelope. She was heading up the fellow tower.
그리고 왜 피츠방으로 얘기했던 것 같은데 기억이 안 나네요.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long.
지금 여기서 이상한 거는 저 펠릭스가 말했던 첫 번째로 내려갔던 발걸음 소리
All the statements line up with each other.
그거밖에 없거든요.
Just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other. That's all the statements.
To see if anyone's going
That
to.
too.
굉장히 딱 맞아 떨어져가지고
When I'm silent, what am you?
오히려 좀 의심스럽죠. 일단은 지금 보니까 제가 요 사람들한테 관계에 대한 질문은 전혀 안 하고 있었거든요. 사람에 대한 질문. 그거를 좀 물어보도록 할게요.
Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of three. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know.
다들 휴먼 히퍼이 아니라 휴먼이라고 한 게 좀 걸리네요.
You're the one currently
Let's move on.
my daughter
피피
Fiona,
피오나
a little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under
개짜스러운
pressure.
뭔가
You think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she
진짜
prefers
이유를
the
안다.
name of Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
그래서 프레야랑 굉장히 좀 깊은 관계였군요.
Skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
친척 관계인가 보네요. 직접적으로
Especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
그것까지
Somewhat
나오는군요.
distantly, as it happens, my father, Lord Fellow.
아까 그 가게도가 있었죠. 생각해보니까.
Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the grand hall. You should take a look.
진짜 복잡한 족보였죠.
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything in Tangle Tower.
탱글타워에 관련된 건 없을 수 있겠지만 다른 쪽에는 있을 수 있지 않을까 싶기도 하네요.
Percival Pointer. Good old. So, what do you reckon?
사이가 안 좋다고 들었는데 또 친구라고 표현을
That is
하네요.
not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying.
아, 이 말하는 거 보니까 확실히 사이가 안 좋.
A lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
제법 오래됐네요.
Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
굉장히 좀 거만한 느낌이 좀
Quite
있네요.
the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both
아,
wear,
만든
you
거군요.
know, red capes of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
약간의 허언증도 있는 것 같아요.
She seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine. Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle.
아, 지금
Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure.
아, 좀 이게 같이 들리죠, 소리가.
Because I would have heard of it.
지금은 괜찮죠. 스피커에서 좀 떨어뜨려 놨더니 이 노이즈 캔슬링이 제대로 적용이 안 됐던 것 같아요.
She struggled a bit when she was young.
지금도 좀 그러네. 이어폰을 껴야 되나?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own.
조금 마이크를 조정을 해볼까요?
She's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
그러니까 등장인물이 말할 때만 이 보이스 그 노이즈 캔슬링이 안 되는 것 같은데 이게 좀 심한가요? 심각한가요? 그 많이 울려서 들리면 제가 그 이어폰을 끼고 괜찮다고 하면 그냥 진행을 해볼게요. 어떠신가요? 네, 대답 없으니까 그냥 진행을 할게요. 피츠.
I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything.
같은 가문인 사람인데도
Did you two have an argument?
Oh no, but my daughter doesn't like him at all, and I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young.
피오나랑 별로 관계가 안 좋다 그랬죠.
Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
I'm as confused.
아, 이렇게 증거 관련해서도 물어볼 수 있네요. 그러면 좀 궁금한 거를 물어볼까요? 이 모종사건 관련된 거를 한번 이 친구한테 물어볼게요.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right.
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
소설 좋아한다 그랬죠.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert.
플로라도 새를 좋아한다고
Professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
아니요.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for free.
펠릭스에 대한 평이 썩
I said it.
좋진 않네요, 다들.
She mostly ignores me if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh, I mean, well, you don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it. Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it
Help me! Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it. She's the most unsavory little... She was incredibly rude about my appearance. Which part? The giant bird arms, or... If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others.
그럼 결국 저
She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow.
탐정은 누가 고용을
I just
했을까요?
wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself. Professor Pointer? Why him? Oh,
아, 삼촌이 불렀군요.
she's his responsibility. Did you not know that?
이것도 뭔가 증거가 되겠네요.
Isn't he strapping? He is big. And so brooding. Kinda sulky, yeah. I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know me.
I don't remember asking for your input.
아, 지금 약간 설정을 바꿔봤는데 다시 한번.
She'd sit in the aviary.
그래도 소리가 들리네요. 잠시만요.
Paint the birds. Sometimes she'd ask me their names.
Freya was interested in studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve. Got it, thanks. For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things.
위로 돌까? 포피.
Did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them.
그래도 들리긴 하네요. 이건 그러니까 제가 이어폰을 끼지 않는 이상은 어쩔 수 없을 것 같아요.
Looks like one too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it.
마지막으로 자기 자신에 대해서
Wait, is that me?
한번 이 사람한테 탐정에 대해서 물어보죠.
That one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
대놓고 까네요. 그런데 저 탐정을 왜 불렀는지는 얘기를 안 하네요. 단서에 대해서 좀 물어보자.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only hard one. I've never actually seen.
Maybe it's from before.
Oh, definitely.
What about the symbols? One of them looks
Yeah.
하프 동상에 대해서는 아는 게 없고.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
포피가 준 게 아니네요. 굉장히 의외네.
Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would
음,
borrow it too sometimes. Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized. Yeah, it's mine.
뭔가
What's so special about it?
I got it from my teacher. It's the first piece I ever learned.
How long have you been playing?
Since the day I turned 6. Family tradition. I was really excited to start learning. As soon as I got out of my
모든
first
걸
lesson, I told Freya and Fifi all about it. When I arrived at my second lesson the next day, Freya was there too. She hadn't asked permission, just showed up. For 2 whole years, the teacher taught us both.
Was Freya any good?
She would have been even better than me, if she'd stuck with it. But one day, she just stopped coming to lessons.
Why?
That's just it. There was no reason. That's when I realized things were different for her.
Can you play the tune?
Sure.
뭔가
Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't a...
Someone's
or
being...
they're trying...
얘 뭐가 깨져 있네요.
Whatever it is, it's...
Well, it is, we gotta
What's
practice.
with all the broken glass?
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else?
Yes. I don't know who.
실수할 때는 아무도 없는 것을 좋아한다고 하는 거 보니까 사용하는 사람이 있긴 하죠. 모종삽에 대해서 좀 물어보죠.
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
모든 도구가 아니라는 거죠.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
약혼자인데도 굉장히 쌀쌀맞네요.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course. What's with the broken glass? That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
퍼피. 근데 퍼피는 아니라고 그랬죠. 한번 이 친구한테 물어볼까요?
It's an illustrated
It's
book,
been left
or it was left open.
Ever so slightly unnerving.
얼룩새 탄툼 아미카의 열매만 먹는다. 공격적인 성향을 보인다. 아, 다른 새들이 왠지 플로라가 좀 연상이 되는 그런 새네요.
Is she laughing?
관심 없다는 거죠.
Who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time. Curious. An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are,
모든 걸 다
yes.
이야기했다고 그랬는데
It
또
is clear to me now that Poppy has
다른
become
이야기를
tired
또
of my
하네요.
company.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere. That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is.
그날
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be? I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever. It is a flower. It reminds me of something.
기억이 날 것 같은데 뭔지 모르겠다.
The statue itself does not. But I do. Have you deciphered their meaning?
Where were
We are.
Name: Fitzfellow. Age:
비밀
24.
식물학자.
Profession:
왠지 피츠펠로우랑 커피랑 뭔가 관련이 있을 것 같죠.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem with him?
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
칼?
Name: Poppy Pointer. Age: 19. Profession: oh. Apparently, Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had, of course, originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Name: Hawkshaw. Age: unknown. Profession: private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a fellow nerd.
네, PP를 얘기하는 것 같죠. 마지막으로 프레야에 대해서
Freya Fellow. Age: 19. Profession:
직업 예술가, 그러니까 화가가 아니라는 거죠.
Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule.
모든 규칙에 예외가 될 줄 알았다.
She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya?
I will say this. 1. Increasingly independent.
고독해졌다.
If you are looking for a try asking Poppy
The
instead.
3 of you are
커피에게
We are of a similar one scientist.
Sounds like what?
물어봐라.
It is a model of Freya.
예상대로 이건 프레야가 만든 게
A model
맞았네요.
of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
아버지가
And a man
만들었다?
with a beard. And a
Why would my father make a model of Freya?
그러네요. 가족의 모습을 했을 때는 프레야는 어떻게 보면 나중에 들어온 사람이라서
Fifi, did you test the
Yes, I did. I discovered it too. Was blood, not paint.
이 안에 있는
A whole
것도
pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may. The red paint on the brush is not safe for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the
Or blood got on the...
I do not know the. Freya is normally, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look.
I think she was just being.
Why is that? Anyway, I'm far more. I performed the test on the red paint myself.
What made you want to test
It was
it?
Poppy. I told her not to be ridiculous, but then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself.
You noticed that just from
Of
the...
course. That belongs to my mother. I think she must. There are a number of egg-shaped.
Yeah, what's
Some
the...
people.
가계도를 한번 볼까요?
What is
I
that?
think it's a family tree.
피츠펠로우는 그러니까 피츠펠로우가 삼촌이고 프레야는 꽤 먼 여기는 데미안 더스크 펠리시아 펠로우 꽤 먼 친척이 되고 레밍토라는 가문이 있는데 레밍턴 리차드 레밍턴 요 가문이 굳이 요 가계도가 나왔고 퍼시벌 포인터가 프림로제 레밍턴이랑 결혼해서 포피를 낳았는데 지금 그 사람은 안 나오죠? 죽은 건지 일단 안 나오는데 의미가 있지 않을까 싶어요. 이 친구는 되게 잘 숨어 있네.
Terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene.
나는 모르는
Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
세도감
Somebody taken an interest in extinct animals.
멸종한 동물
Oh, yes. The book is very old. Most of the birds in it are long gone.
What about this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It
여자
was
한 마리만 있으면 그거는
the very
멸종인
last.
거죠.
Oh.
Yes, it's my my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me.
꽃 식물은 좋아하지 않네요. 한번 조각상에 대해서 물어볼까요?
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
단순히 가족을 그는 게 아니라 모두가 좋아하는 플로라를 위해서 다들 음악이니까 팝.
There's something about Felix's something.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about something.
Let's ask her about it.
일단은 그걸로 해서 증거를 좀 몇 개 얻었네요. 형이
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
칼이 아닐 것 같죠?
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
That kinda makes sense.
조각상인가?
We'll get to that in a minute.
아, 요새군요.
Let's take a closer look at this.
요 그려진 칼은 그려진 칼이 실제로는 얼룩스의
The painted
것이다.
knife is actually just a bird from an ink dip bird. Almost. Maybe just.
깃털.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
얼룩새의 깃털인 거군요.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
거기에는 안 나오는 것 같긴 한데. 아, 요거네요. 요 조각상.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this.
요게
bird
얼룩새의
for a gift
모양이었군요.
for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
얼룩새는 플로라의 애완동물이고 기억하기 위해 마지막 한 마리라 그랬으니까
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather.
그럼 저 아래는 요 깃털이 들어 있었을 수도 있겠네요.
And it died?
Maybe
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather.
아, 그럼 날아갔을 수 있겠네요. 굳이 창문을 보는 이유가.
So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally, this is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
요 R일 것 같아요.
That we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora? She's pointing at...
It's just a pile of white.
책더미에. 아, 당신을 위한 거예요. 사랑합니다, 프레야. 일단은 안 했고 요 친구 관련해 가지고
So,
한번
about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
그렇죠. 이건 프레야의 물감통이죠.
Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
아, 요게 색깔이 다르네요.
Let's take a closer look at this.
네, 뚜껑이 뒤박혀 있죠.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya's supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't
자기
help.
물감이 있는데 왜 굳이 프레야 거를 사용했을까요?
Me about paint anyway. And none of this is connected to your murder.
여기에 한 것은
This red paint pot was used to fill up blood before Freya used it to paint Flora. Almost. Maybe just change.
스가 물감을 훔치려 했을까?
This red paint pot was used to fill up blood after Freya used it to paint Flora. Nope. This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood after Freya used it to paint Flora. Almost. Maybe just. This red paint pot
이게
was
맞네요.
somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure. So I politely asked
훔쳤죠.
Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little
절대
while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care.
그러니까 안 빌려주니까 훔쳤군요.
I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my
빈
own.
물감을 두었다.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint.
근데 피로 지금은 가득 차 있죠.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
그렇죠.
It's a barometer.
I've never seen a barometer.
Puffer?
Yes, it's also a lamp. The entire room.
Oh, it's not just. It's the actual hull of it. Yeah, it's
I hope so. The entire room.
Oh, it's not just. It's the actual hull of it.
A little hand.
Oh,
Well,
the
also,
paint.
I mean, no offense, but you can just tell.
There's a hull note.
BPFF. Do you think he'll start to move?
No, I think he'll just.
Is that an
It's
envelope?
been. Let's read
Isn't
it.
that?
Oh, definitely.
요 가운데
Must
여기를
be some way to get it open.
가야 될 것 같은데
A big glass door. Leads out.
There's a little mechanism by there.
슬롯에 올바른 타일을 넣어보라고 하는데 이 아무래도 지금 요 해에 있는 곳에 달을 이렇게 두는 게 맞을 것 같아요.
Still
All four
locked.
tiles. have-
Those other symbols look
I
like.
think it is.
해 다음에 달일까요?
Maybe the information
So where is it?
somewhere else.
한번 저쪽 반대로 가볼게요. 여기에도 가는 길이 있을 테니까 이 피츠의 방에 좀 힌트가 있지 않을까요?
It's locked.
I thought we were.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
이렇게였고 이렇게였던 것 같아요.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right. And the
I
door.
still feel like we made some.
그러면 반대편에 아까 저기 열쇠에는 달이 그려져 있었죠.
A big glass leads out.
There's a little mechanism by.
이렇게였나?
Nothing.
All four
Those
tiles.
other
I think it is.
이렇게였나 봐요.
Maybe the
Where is
information
it?
somewhere else.
이렇게였나?
Something
That
happened.
must be it. Finally.
Whatever's on the other
네.
side.
지금까지 여기만 조사를 안 해봤죠. 옥상 정원.
Giant stone frog.
Yeah, he's got
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
네, 깃털이네요. 네, 얼룩새 깃털은 안 보이고.
It's another little statue.
He's playing a lute.
He's also
Well, they're not part. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
귀마개? 이 귀마개도 뭔가 힌트가 될 것 같아요.
it's a rose bush. Not part
The
of it.
roses
Nah,
are exactly. More egg statue.
I don't get it.
Well, I are the sculptors.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest. That's one big
Or
bird.
one very small.
It's so I might just. That'd be great.
귀마개 혹은 헤드셋이죠. 이 물음표는 뭘까요? 정원을 살펴봐야 해. 그러니까 지금 정원에서 못 찾은 게 있나 봐요. 아까 그게 힌트 아이콘이군요.
This one's another.
Okay, that is
Looks like a gemstone. Don't you think?
화분의 열매. 요거랑
There's something about the report of Fitz. Something.
Let's ask him about it.
동일한 그 흙이죠.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower, holding a knife.
칼이 아니라 사실은
I don't go into Pointer Tower.
모종삽일 것
I don't have a
같아요.
knife, and I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much.
음.
Yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
아마 다른 걸 보고 있었을 것 같아요. 삽일 것
Did
같죠.
see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
자르는데 돌 보는데 이게 선물로 준 건데 페니가 전혀 관리를 안 하니까 몰래 이렇게가 아닐까요?
Ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
저 흙이 동일하다는 거를 말해주면 될 것 같아요.
Let's take a closer look at these.
정원이면 이것과 다른 것은 일치하는 것은 아닐까요? 아니, 페니의 방이면 이거가 일치하는 것은 정원에서
Pot
발견됐다.
and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in the garden. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
피츠의 온실이다.
The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in
그러니까 기가 준 선물이 방치되니까
into her room every now and again. But when she's not there,
관리를 위해 가지고
change the soil, just trying to keep it alive. Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
귀마개가 일주일쯤 전에 없어졌다.
Sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note in the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized. How odd. Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
그런 그림. 한번 힌트를 다시 한번 볼까요? 천문탑. 의외로 놓친
I just
Does
expect.
it not compare?
단서들이 제가 좀 많이 있네요.
It's which planet are you? A picture frame.
With no picture.
Miss Tiny on the note.
So, even the most well-used notebook, you know,
A.
I would look at it.
Wait a minute. Earth in the middle. Sun on the outside. How old is this thing? Nothing.
So there are two ways to rotate the planets and rotate the sun and moon.
5개의 행성을 태양과 달을 중심으로 이게 화성이고 근데 여기서는 요렇게밖에 안 되잖아.
I guess that's
I
wrong.
think you just need to get the shadows to line up with the shape on the base.
아, 그림자를 아, 여기에 있어야겠네요. 약간 요런 느낌으로 있어야 될 것 같고. 이거는 맞는 것 같은데요, 느낌이. 아, 요건 것 같죠?
Nope.
The sun and moon need to be at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. The shape on the base is symmetrical.
Nope.
The sun and moon need to be at. The shape on the base is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter which is which.
맞는 것 같은데. 아, 얘가 하나 있구나. 이런 맞겠죠?
That's the one.
Hey, not bad. Did you hear that?
There's a little hatch
A
on
bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
벌레를 연구하고 있네요. 쉬익거리는 큰 소음을 낸다. 혹시 들었다는 그 소음이 요걸까요?
So, we found what's up with this golden beetle.
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left. I'm not the first
Well, it
scientist.
wasn't in the halls.
뭔가 숨기는 게 있죠.
Curious creature, some
Playing
sort.
a trumpet.
I've seen those. They're the ones fits
Always wears.
whenever I've seen those. They're the ones fits
Always wears.
whenever I've seen him. Yeah. I haven't seen that. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah well, but
오랜만에 본다.
curious little thing. You know what she?
Nothing at the moment.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an
Pointer property. Her loins. Typical.
약간 펠로 가면에 조금 그 열등감 그런 거가 있네요.
What do you want me?
He's a member.
Yeah, but not the.
What happened to his
His
parents?
father Flint. Don't think anybody knows
What about his mother?
Emily. Her relation. Nobody could. She was artistically.
Those two things are.
Was she ever
I
interested?
don't think. But I think she. My daughter. That said, wandering the garden. She must have quite a rest. I'm surprised she chose. A listless.
What's wrong
Not
with
sure.
her?
She's always. I'd say you could ask her. I think you might. Yes. Goodness, I dare say she'll.
She doesn't seem to be.
Still dangerously
You
and.
sound jealous. Wait, are you teasing?
Oh no, we operate literally. Penelope.
Penny's your.
At this moment, till she marries.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the fellow like rats deserting a sinking ship.
펠로 가문에 굉장히 적대적이네요, 이 사람은.
Pride and joy, exceptionally. Hold on, why is she?
Because she's.
Oh no, well, the truth is, she loved
If you don't mind me asking,
Primrose. She was Flora's sister. Remington playing field has never really been even since she left.
where did she go?
Away. She went. He should learn to make he
You're
does.
talking about
Among that is, if he hasn't already squandered.
You two don't get on?
Oh, no. I don't especially
Wait.
trust. Why don't we?
I'm not sure.
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
황금 딱정벌레. 왠지 PP라면 뭔가 알고 있을 것 같죠?
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology.
Yeah.
I would not say
그렇지.
that.
Oh.
음.
No, it would be to study science living.
Books about insects.
there's not a
Huh. My little writing.
There's nothing written in the book.
책이 한 장 뜯겨져 있다고 했으니까 혹시 요걸까요?
Not a Whose research is this?
We were hoping you.
No, can't say I. Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of.
Noted.
프레야? 프레야의 것이 아니냐 했는데 그러면 한번 프레야 방에 가보죠.
It's a little glass.
I think
Come again.
seeing the leaves might have been for keeping insects.
That's weird.
Why did you find it?
Nothing. They're completely.
곤충을 키우고 있었던 것
Yeah,
같다.
but that doesn't alliterate. Freya's plants. They must not need. Even though where someone's been tracking in mud.
Painting supplies.
진흙에 묻어져 있고
Freya's bear.
Looks pretty.
He's had a rough couple of days.
Not the kind
It's
of
cool. Looks like old mud.
drawings.
What's that one?
Looks like one of them's holding a red rose.
호피에게 꽃을 줬고 피피를 굉장히 귀엽게 그렸네요. 탐정을 그렸고 피가 피츠에게 마음이 있는 거 아닌가라는 느낌이 아까부터 계속 좀 강하게 들긴 하거든요.
There's a
When I was a kid,
you still don't know.
no.
There's a
When I
feeling
was a
you still
no.
don't. Sheet music
That's a
probably while they're on the floor. 1.
Yep.
25.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
What else would it be? Smells like
It's one of those. Why
It
not?
might be haunted.
Oh, whatever.
Well, it's gotta
What's with
crack.
all the broken glass? All right. Spooky murder mansion.
Hey, that's me.
It looks like you're standing.
There's something wrong. You get some weird and I've never seen one like
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles
딱정벌레를 키웠었다.
Why?
for fun, obviously.
그러면 그 지금 이제 비어있는 그게 확실히 딱정벌레 상이라는 거는
Impressive.
확실하네요.
Yeah,
Do you know where those?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belonged to Fitz. I thought they looked like headphones. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, when did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hall.
복도에서
How sweet. That belongs to. Softly does the flower grow, all in time.
피츠에 대해서 과연 뭐라고 말할지.
Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
굉장히 시적인데
With surging tide, the waves on its the or eavesdrop floating. Take a moment, kneel and meet.
그러니까 너무 과하게만 몰두해 있고 과학과 이제 본인 가문의 성공 그거에만 몰두해 있다라는 걸 비꼰 것 같아요.
Feathers colors flashing in the light. I shield my eyes and turn my head. Light is shining. Needless noise. Focus. Stand unblinked. Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadows past. Is it bravery?
포기했으나 탐험가의 길을 포기했으나 완전히 그거를 놓지 못하는 거를 말하는 것 같고요.
Between the lips, a silver chosen dwelling, lost your liberation.
뭔가 고민하고 있다는 것 같고 피피는.
But free of mind, unimprisoned, with starry eyes, a soul untied. It's her. That's me. I'm on a list of murders. Always thought that would be, but it's just
Falls a little.
I see a lot of birds. They seem to really like.
Why's that?
It's quiet. I think everybody.
Did Frey ever tell?
Not exactly. She said something about.
Sorry, but
Maybe she giving something about.
힌트를 좀 볼까요? 프레야의 방을 살펴봐야. 아까 살펴봤는데.
Freya's plants. They must not be. It's a little wooden.
To the
box.
casual
Oh.
observer.
It's a little wooden.
To the
box.
casual They're not real paintbrushes. Looks like they're part of some kind of.
그러니까 이거를 조합을 해서 올바른 위치를 찾아야 한다는 거네요. 뭐 이것까지는 쉽고요. 여기는 붓 크기를 얘기해 준 것 같고, 여기는 색깔. 고, 한번 이렇게 가볼까요?
Did you find a hint? It looks like a ripped up jigsaw puzzle.
아, 이렇게 했구나.
I did it.
Not bad. What was in the box?
Just a photograph. Well, most of a photograph.
피츠랑 그 피피랑 이 친구는 누굴까요? 프레야? 사진에 관해서 한번 물어보죠.
This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So,
That was not me. Besides, it was only a third.
3분의 1. 각자 사진을
is that
Oh, swords.
나눠 가진 거네요.
Hey, it's a model of. What are you thinking?
that would make an amazing.
Hey, it's a model of. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing.
It's a. What are you
That
thinking?
would make an amazing.
뭔가 여기선 건들 수 있는 게 없네요.
I'm not sure. Soil samples.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or?
이거는 뭘
Anything from that? A chalkboard.
Is this a library or?
Any idea what this?
Not a clue.
Any idea what this?
Not a clue.
Meh.
Don't look at them. You'll give yourself a headache.
Any idea what this?
Not
means?
a clue.
전혀 감이 안
Try not
잡히네요.
anything from that. Sure, why
The
not?
search for the archives downright poetic.
하나라도 있을 수 있을지라고 하는 거 보면 뭔가 하나는 있을 것 같은데 3장을 살펴보라고 하네요. 거울이
I
있고
don't like
How do you
I do, but wait. I can feel it.
bird
They're
diagrams?
beautiful. Someone.
Bird
They're
diagrams.
beautiful. Someone. Check out that butterfly.
Look, see-
Wow. Judgmental.
What's those little?
I think they're there
Oh.
for
Does this
Yeah.
count?
No. Doesn't matter.
And a
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds. They're bird cages. But the birds.
that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
I feel like I'm standing in a jar.
They're bird cages. But the birds.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
저 새들은 왜 저렇게 가둬두는 걸까요?
They're bird cages. But the birds. Oh, it totally is.
Does this?
Yeah. No. Doesn't matter.
좀 물어볼까요?
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know where
They belong to you.
they need a special diet, particular treatment, but they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let any
Do
of
they
them.
have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara,
멸종위기종들이네요.
I've already forgotten all.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? It's just my hat. It doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
아, 저건 모자였군요. 한번 그림에 대해서 물어볼까요?
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it?
I'm not really one for photos.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
이 옆에 찍힌 데에 포피가 있을 것 같죠.
I think it's kind of cool.
Does
Oh, Penny can be a
한번 저 친구 방을 뒤져볼까요?
anything in it?
Nothing you need to know about. It's a metronome.
It's ticking.
It's supposed. Not sure what those symbols are though.
4개를 모두 돌려서 맨 위로
That's done it.
Neat. What happened?
Little hat.
Anything in there?
작은 문,
Part of a photograph.
There's something about something.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
한번 가볼까요? 이제 모든 조각이 좀 풀렸네요.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot
그렇죠.
like your music, to be honest.
Sure, it doesn't belong to you.
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes
포피가 프레야한테 선물로 줬기 때문에
Tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the
프레야의 것이라고 얘기하는 것 같아요.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
그러니까 그 사진을 보면
Let's take a closer look at this.
비가 사용된
The
곳이다.
cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
왜 저렇게 부정을 하는 걸까요? 흑역사라고 생각을 하는 걸까요?
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up and then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward. Poppy hates Fifi and Freya now.
You sure about that?
Not entirely.
아, 싫어하진
I think the answer
않는군요.
is pretty straightforward. Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to.
Hmm.
I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
그러니까 줬을 때만 해도 금이 안 갔었다는 말이네요.
Whatever it is.
요거랑도 관계가 있을 것 같은데. 페니. 페니가 누구였죠? 아, 이 친구죠?
There used to be all kinds of birds. Most fascinating.
Used to be.
Most of them are rather
What happened to the...
that. Very
You've seen these?
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. I can't decide
Or
what's
how
what.
she looks. Do you know who this is?
Oh, absolutely know it. Freya was
Do you
very
know how old?
not sure. Sometime before. It's that bird. These must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
1년 전. 그러니까 1년 전에 저 얼룩새가 죽은 거네요.
I doubt Freya.
Don't you think?
It's Flora. She's an inescapable. A bit vague. Ooh, delightful.
Inedible too.
Yes, but honest. Oh, that's right. I know a lot of people. I find for some reason. I think she was.
뭔가
Take very good care. Then she was.
안 좋은 일이 있었던 것 같은데.
Looks a little. Thought she was a.
I didn't know there were
I'm
that.
sure they. If I'm not little. I'm sure I don't remember. God. Of course, but then I could say
Heyo.
Poppy's grandma has a young on account of it belonging.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable. Fine.
That's a very...
I'm guessing.
Would have
she's-
been much more. Instead, choose me. You know, to a visit.
Not to you.
Try if it wasn't.
What about inherit? You're the next.
Well, but no.
Is that fair?
뭔가 조용하니까 결국에는 그냥 빨리 깨려고 힌트를 계속 보게 되는 그런 게 좀 있는 것 같아요.
Looks like something. I hope it's just a bunch of notes about her mic.
Scientific probably. I'll openly admit I have no.
I don't know what that...
But
That's
there's-
even worse.
That's a whole lot. It looks like a
Can
mic.
I touch it?
I'm not sure this.
돋보기 4개를 4개? 수평으로 밀어서 올바른 위치를 이게 맞을 것 같죠?
I got it.
I'm impressed. Sounds like it unlocked.
Yeah. There's a book in here.
비밀 일기장.
Fifi's got
What
something.
is all this? Looks like Fitz. It's Poppy.
Is that supposed
That's just the face. It does make you wonder, though.
I think that's supposed to be Feeling. That's gotta be Flora.
It's Detective Hawkshaw.
Looks like Professor Pointer.
It's a drawing of Penny.
And that's you, Sally.
What? I do not.
Arrows connecting.
They're not legal.
Yeah, they're completely meaningless. Arrows connecting.
They're not legal.
Yeah, they're completely meaningless.
서로 좋아하는 걸까요?
Did you notice who isn't?
Freya?
Mm-hmm. Don't think you can save it for the joke.
Boxes of stuff.
We're
We're supposed to.
and a simple trick, but it's a magic.
How come
Why? Should I
you
start?
can pull off?
It's a
How
magic.
come
Why? Should I
you
start?
can pull off a pipe?
Crystal
I
chandelier.
don't know. Plus, they're kind of dusty.
PP한테 말을 걸어볼게요.
Name. Likes. Notes. I have no. A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Who is?
I am scared.
Why?
It isn't irrational.
Oh,
누군지 전혀 모르겠다.
Let's ask her about it.
요 비밀 일기장이 뭔가 또 사건의 열쇠 중 하나인 것 같아요.
Is it locked up like
You seriously very well. A fairly common concept.
so there are.
This particular
it
day.
doesn't look unused?
다른 누군가의 일기장? 금고?
It's somebody else's.
How could you arrive at that? It is kept in my...
We need a clue to compare with the diary.
That's not it.
That kinda makes sense.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it.
That kinda makes sense.
That's not it. That's not it.
뭘까요? 아, 요거구나.
Let's take a closer look at this.
그러네요. 이거는 프레야 소유의 책인데
It belonged to Freya.
어떻게 해서 피피가 가지고 있을까요?
And you kept it locked.
Why would I do either?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way.
님만의
By
방식으로
concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention
결백.
to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
might be easier if you just let us read the diary.
아, 그
Fifi.
탐정을 부른 그 일인가 봐요.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally.
다른 탐정을 부른 그 일과 관련된 것 같습니다. 영혼 전달자. 하프랑 비교하면 단순했다. 그들을 모두 봤다. 다섯 모두 눈을 까맣게 그었다. 그녀에게는 동반자가 있어도 좋을 것이다. 이 하프랑 관계된 것 같죠?
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
대놓고 풀 수 없다고 나오네요. 아, 당황스러운데. 혜니가 이 친구였던가?
That's our guess.
I feel like I'm standing in the giant.
They're bird cages.
But the birds.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
여긴 옥상 정원이죠. 석조광장은 그동안 거의 안 살펴보긴 했는데
There's a metal
Is
plaque.
there a
I
message?
think there was someone scratched it off.
It's a sea turned into
What happened?
beheaded by the same wizard.
Is that a?
If it is, it's a.
I'm guessing it
So
does.
what does it do?
올바른 위치?
No.
So moving any of the hands like cogs on a machine.
그러니까 그거는 알겠는데
I guess that's.
Did you work out what direction? Each one ends with a little hoop. Try looking through the hoop and ignoring the rest.
바늘 끝에 둥근 고리가 있어. 그 고리를 통해 보이는 것만 보고 나머진 무시해. 다 똑같아 보이는데? 아, 여긴 10이고 아, 요건 9고 3 6 9 6인 것 같아요. 이런 맞을 것 같죠? 6, 12, 9, 3.
I got it.
I'm impressed. What's in the
A
box?
little, but I'm not actually sure what it is.
만원경?
A wooden trunk.
I want one. You ever see
Not in real life.
a giant?
AKA a greenhouse.
It's Tangle Tower. Or at least it's the.
There's a metal
Is
plate.
there
I
a
think
method?
that someone scratched it off. A pointless little
I
plant.
could be persuaded. These plants.
I didn't know we were supposed to be
Professor Pointer asserts himself to. What?
We're just
That was the. This belongs to you, huh?
Correct.
And
It's my handheld mic.
현미경?
Trace particles.
have you used it here?
I have.
What were you looking?
That is between my. Three birds.
What makes
Would they
them
not be
but
happy?
then
I
they-
wonder if they would. This is a potential.
I don't know.
I don't think you'd be. Where did you find them?
Do
or who might have had
I
it.
have several, but they are my theories, and I'm.
뭔가 알고 있긴 하네요.
When did Frey?
She must have
could just be from memory.
a diary.
Not yet.
And you.
That would be cheating.
One of three. This one. Perhaps
They're not headphones.
Perhaps they belong.
This belongs to Professor Point.
No.
Who else would own
It's
such
a telescope.
Oh, yes.
아, 현미경이라고 말했는데 사실은 아니었던 거죠.
About it.
This little microscope thing? You said you.
And this would make perfect. Of course.
You're such a. Don't worry. We're.
That's not right.
You're not as hopeless as you.
황금닭정벌레를
Looking for in the greenhouse.
Surely even the greenhouse is home. The gardener could have easily.
Well, Fitz said you quit.
He simply didn't
What do
notice.
you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse. Hawkshaw doesn't know how to.
You sure about that?
Not entirely. I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the. It's not a microscope.
All of a sudden, Detective.
쓴 건 한데
The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a telescopic lens. So Hawkshaw lied about it. Almost. Maybe just. A telescopic lens, according to Hawkshaw, uses the handheld microscope. So Hawkshaw lied about it. Nope.
이게 맞네요. 피피가 말해줬으니까 이게 영어식으로 써 있으니까 좀 여기서 좀 헷갈릴 때가 있네요.
When it comes to stuff like this.
Aksha, why did you lie about
When you were a child,
Emperor of the
I
Galaxy?
wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire. A fool's errand, to be sure. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence. But the yearning for elusive knowledge,
Sorry, but
a memento, for my child, more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with
When
you?
I discovered that it was, I dared to consider it something of a. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
훔치거나 그런 건 전혀 아니네요.
You're admitting you didn't.
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
무난 사건.
so who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
These plants are
I
getting.
didn't know we were supposed to be smelling.
그래서 황금딱정벌레를 프레아가 훔쳤을 거라고 생각을 하는데 프레아가 죽어버린 거군요. 이 방에 뭐가 있나?
It's a
Are
birdhouse.
those real? Nope.
They're using up all the perches.
이게 색깔에 맞게 바꾸는 거는 맞는 것 같은데 그러니까 이렇게는 맞고 노랑 파랑이랑 해서 노랑 파랑이 녹색인가? 그럼 이거 맞는 것 같죠?
I'm impressed. Did the door open?
Now I'll get her.
That's
We found it.
just lying
Nope.
around.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message?
Really, none of you.
There's something about those.
Let's ask her about it.
장미? 그 포피가 받았던 장미랑 관계
We
있을까요?
found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote now I'll get. It's not nothing.
Actually, it's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red
장미꽃잎이죠.
roses. And there's only one place in
We need
town.
a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
프레아의 그림이랑
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine. I couldn't have taken anything from it's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible for
For
those two?
most people, but don't forget, pennies.
My dears.
페니아 피츠를 원한 요 새들이고
Poppy and Fitz was used to spy
망원경을
on
치려고
Fitz
했을까요?
birds and steal evidence from them. Nope. Poppy and Fitz was used to spy on one of Penny's birds, but it didn't work. That's not right. One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden.
처음
You got paranoid.
예상했던 그 바람 걱정이 맞았나 보군요.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage.
거의
She's certainly
없다는
never
거죠.
gone out to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds.
거의 없다는 거지
One of
아예
them is in the
없다고
rooftop garden.
할 순 없죠. 그리고 여기 깃털이
Let's take a closer look at these.
요 친구랑 요 친구네요.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself. so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
아, 질투를 느끼고 있었고. 천문탑에 뭐가 또 있나?
A spot.
They're in very good condition.
Every
I
astronomer.
want to try.
별을 보고 있진 않네요.
You can see right.
Not by
I can
accident.
see Flora, but she's not looking this way. Behind her is the back side of the easel holding Freya's. I can't really see anything behind it.
It's that little.
Don't you think
Maybe it's glued down. Is that a? Is there,
We should check that next time we're over there.
is there another room?
We should check that next time we're over there. Isn't this supposed to be? I'm pretty sure.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about something.
Let's ask him about it.
그러게요. 굉장히 수상하죠. 엉뚱한 데를 엿보고 있어요.
Professor?
What? It's not a once you. I really don't like to give
애초에 낮에는 저 만원경으로
me these things.
별을 볼 수가 없는데
Oh, go on.
You're not really.
What could
I think you're interested.
I don't have time. My studies.
Right. That-
Yes, my little.
Yeah. About that.
실제로 보고 있던 거는
The crime scene was actually looking at Pointer's telescope and not up at the sky. Nope.
두 개를 바꿔볼게요.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly. Now you're accusing
Are
me.
you spying?
Why would I?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen. You think somebody's.
Might not have been Flora, yours might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen. Invaluable in ways Freya was always sneaking around. Both towers and in the garden. She was definitely.
So, you were looking to Flora's room. Did you witness the crime?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was
창문가에
lying by the
누워
window. I couldn't see
있었다.
Freya at all. It was that's why I decided to head over there myself.
This changes your statement.
No, everything I told you in
Apart from the reason you left.
my... Right.
Let's go over what we know about. Freya was definitely.
Something to do with the statue.
Maybe we should go back and check.
This was.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy.
There's a
What does it say? Grimoire?
프레야?
What do you think?
How?
Why don't we check the handwriting?
Good idea.
Well,
It's a.
well, we have a ghost token.
Let's.
What about the little?
Maybe we can put it to some. I'm still not.
Should we take another look?
이거는 아직
Let's
때가 아닌
come
거
back later.
아니라고 하네요.
We know a little more about the crime. So, was Freya stabbed?
from the paint pot.
예,
It was used to
요거죠.
paint the red tip of
물감통에
the
피가
painting.
있는데 저
Resembled
얼룩새
a bloody
깃털이
knife.
피무드칼이 연상이 되는
I think
거고.
you're right. Can't decide if I'm
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot. Why?
possibly,
Well, it worked.
possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hit
But
it.
let's go over what the door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get
Hold
stabbed.
on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from
직각,
directly in front of her. She
정면.
was standing right.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back
Maybe something went through it.
through the painting.
Okay, well, how do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling.
The outline. There's a single. No real.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the
So?
so she was probably standing really
Let's
close.
check the case file again.
가슴에 단 하나의 자상을 입었다.
There it is. The unfinished.
So
Looks that way. We're at the top.
I think so.
Doesn't matter. It's.
A bunch of old books covered in dust now, but they look.
요 위로 올라가는
We
거를
already solved it.
찾아야 되는 건데, 잘못 눌렀네요. 다락방.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at
You know,
least.
maybe I won't open it.
Nothing catching my eye.
Sorry.
Kind of. Where's that light
That's
coming?
just daylight. There's a decent gap between.
바로 아래네요.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
여기서 무언가가 떨어진다면 죽을 수 있겠.
Where's that light coming?
That's just daylight. There's a decent gap between those. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Just dusty.
그러니까 여기에 누가 있었는지만
Nothing
알면
catching my eye.
Sorry.
Kind of. Someone.
Do you think it was
no
done?
idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Sally, you don't have
No.
to. Let me put it. It's standing up.
You know, there's a name.
I know.
It's not quite as. Also, it's stuffed.
박제라는
Catching my
거고.
interest. Kind of. I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
이 위에는 반드시
Let me put it.
문서가 있을 것이다.
Nothing catching my. Kind of. Nothing catching my. Kind of. What's in that little box? I bet it's a skull, at
You know,
least.
maybe I won't open it.
Nothing catching my.
Sorry.
Kind of. Nothing catching my.
Sorry.
Kind of.
Just dusty jump. Just dusty jump. Just dusty jump.
Nothing catching my.
Sorry.
Kind of. Where's that light coming
That's just. There's a decent gap between those. Is that what I think it is? 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 Is that what I think?
계속 이 스텔라이트만 나오네요. 여기선.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
At least the moths are kept well fed. Someone.
think-
No, either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Sally,
No. I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
지금 찾을 수 있는 건 다 찾은 것 같은데.
Just Dusty Jump. Just Dusty Jump. Just Dusty Jump. Just Dusty Jump. Just Dusty Jump.
It's a jar.
Huh.
It's a jar.
Huh.
Nothing catching my
Sorry.
kind of. Nothing catching my
Sorry.
kind of. At least the moths are kept well fed. Someone,
think-
no idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Sally, you
No.
know that, right?
At least the moths are kept well fed. Nothing catching my kind of. Nothing catching my kind of. Nothing catching kind of. Where's that light coming?
There's a
What's in that little bit of skull at
You know,
least?
maybe I won't open
Nothing catching my interest.
Sorry.
Kind of.
it. Sally, you
No.
know that, right? Sally, you
No.
know that, right?
Nothing catching my interest. Kind of. Nothing catching my kind of.
Sally, you
No.
know that, right?
Nothing catching kind of.
Sally, you
No.
know that, right?
Nothing catching kind of.
Just Dusty Jump. Just Dusty Jump.
Nothing catching
Sorry.
kind of. Where's that light
Now,
coming
there's a
from?
decent gap between.
I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
단서가 반드시 있을 거다.
It says
You know, there's
I-
not also it's stuffed.
It says
You know, there's
I-
not also it's stuffed. Where's that light
Now,
coming
just
from?
there's a decent gap between those.
Where's that
Now,
light?
there's a decent. Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is?
다른 것들은
Is that what I?
안 보이고
Is that what I think it is?
그렇다고 위치를 바꿔서 볼 수는
Is
없네요.
that what I think it is?
At least the moths are kept well. Nothing catching my
Sorry.
kind of.
What is that?
Not sure.
Looks like it might
아,
attach
이거를
something.
감게
There's a single patch. No real.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by
So?
me, so she was.
Let's check the case file again.
위에서 뭔가 장치로 해가지고 떨어뜨린 거는 확실해 보여요.
What is it?
We don't
My
know.
friends,
That's
shit.
the most.
이분은 관계가 없나 봐요.
It's a bandstand.
It's small for a
It's a one-man bandstand.
It's a stone.
I think it's an egg.
일단은 점심도 지금 제가 아침을 좀 늦게 먹었더니 점심 별로 안 땡겨서 좀 오래 했더니 지금 거의 3시가 돼 가는데 슬슬 좀 뭐라도 먹어야 될 것 같아요. 네. 일단은 자동 저장이 됐으니까 뭐 문제 없을 것 같고 오늘은 여기까지 진행하겠습니다. 네. 시청해주셔서 감사하고요. 아마 이번 주는 금요일에는 못 키고 수요일 저녁? 금요일 저녁? 요쯤에 키지 않을까 싶어요. 네. 네, 그러면 다음에 또 뵐 수 있었으면 좋겠네요. 네, 다음에 뵙겠습니다.